YouTube, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Goatmeal. I'm back with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn that post notification bell on. Hey, let's get into this video. First things first, I want to ask you guys, what is your favorite project, album, mixtape, whatever you want to call it? What is your favorite project right now of 2024? We're in the third and fourth quarter of 2024, and I do have a few albums that I know are going to be on my top 10 list, but to be honest, I haven't really began thinking of what my top 10 list would look like. So I wanted to ask you guys, what are your favorites so far this year? We still have 4 more months to go through, and I feel like a lot can happen within these 4 months. Suave just recently dropped a surprise project a couple weeks ago called It Was Never Serious, in which I felt like it was nothing too crazy. I thought it was decent. I thought it was a little bit better than Midnight in Malibu back in 2023. I'm just still kind of waiting for Suave to give us something that hits as hard as something like Sexually Active or Thought Slayer 2. We have a new tape from Skate Star, Rebel in the Room. I've been playing this one a lot. It's only a few that can really capture that Young Thug cadence, and I think Skate Star really does a really good job at it. Songs like Came From Nothing and Play No Games have been in my rotation heavy. I really like what he's doing so far, and I can't wait for another drop. About a month ago, Autumn released his project You Never Was Mine. This 10-song tape from Autumn kind of just contains a trap-heavy, turnt sound, and while I definitely played it a lot to see if it would really grow on me or try to give it some spin, I feel like the project definitely came and went. If I had to pick a favorite on this album, it'd probably be Scammers, Jack Boys, and Robbers. And that's only because it reminds me of GTA by Can. The intro on this project was actually the song I was the most hyped for, because in one of his vlogs, he played one of the songs at the end of one of his recording sessions. And I don't really think I got snippet syndrome from it. It's just that the beat didn't really hit as hard as I wanted it to, and the song could have definitely been bigger than what it was. And we finally get into the main topic of this video, Summrs' next album, Tale of the Raven. He first announced Tale of the Raven back in February, saying that his aura is going to be back. And he pretty much explained to fans that Tale of the Raven is pretty much Fallen Raven Part 2, as he said in the comments of a post. I'm just glad that he isn't calling it Fallen Raven 2, as I feel like that would be lazy on his end. And for anyone that remembers how Fallen Raven sounds, obviously you remember that the first half of the album was really turnt and really energized. Summrs experimented with a whole lot of Chief Keef type beats, glow beats, and the second half of the album being more emotional and tying into some old roots with pluggnb. And Summrs also experimenting with some beats that included guitar strings and just different tempos all around. I feel like Fallen Raven is easily top 3, maybe top 2 in his catalog, and popularity wise, it was the most popular that he had been at the time. Swing Your Pole had gone super viral as it was the biggest song on the album, and it received great reception from fans all around. Right then, it felt like Summrs was on his way out of the underground. It felt like he was on top of the world at that time. That is, before he kind of got into his own head about things. You see, a lot of fans saw this new style from Fallen Raven, and they were scared that Summrs was going to leave his old style in the past, leave the whole pluggnb stuff in the past, and adapt to a more mainstream sound, in which fans did not want that. And so in the beginning of 2023, he released Stuck in My Ways, which included a lot of old pluggnb style type beats, him collabing with a lot of old producers. Pretty much just something to give the OG fans and tell them, hey, I'm not abandoning this style, I can still do this, I'm still perfectly capable, I haven't lost a step. Well, the problem was that Stuck in My Ways was super bloated with around 24 tracks, and it was super inconsistent all around quality wise. And this just kind of led to a rocky road for Summrs as he released Ghost in April, which is probably his worst project up to date. And then he would go on to release What We Didn't Have that following September, in which it was cool. I feel like it was a little bit better than Stuck in My Ways, but still nothing crazy. I feel like it was a bit of a step forward. And so from there on, Summrs kind of takes a break and comes back in February to announce Tale of the Raven. And 2 months after that, he doesn't give us a whole project. He gives us just a little bit of a snip as he released an EP, Before the Raven. And even though I don't think Before the Raven was that good, I think it's a step forward still. As even though he was just putting out throwaways, I feel like he was doing the right thing by just kind of building up and building up his next release, as everything he's been dropping so far has kind of tied into the theme of Tale of the Raven. And need I say, I think Before the Raven contains one of the best songs he's dropped this year, Made Men, singles included. Summrs would then go on throughout the next couple of weeks previewing snippets and playing old throwaways that could have made the EP. And he's come back at the end of summertime to announce that he's releasing a new EP titled Nightfall. And he says, and I quote, "The last piece before Tale of the Raven." Nightfall was pretty much the complete opposite of Before the Raven. It went for a more swaggish, turnt sound, tying into the same sound theme that he gave us for Fallen Raven. You can't help but notice the impression that Tale of the Raven is going to be half and half with both of these sounds. And for me personally, that kind of really sparks an interest, I'm not going to lie to you. Nightfall as an EP didn't really drive me that much. And it's also pretty ironic considering that the Nightfall EP didn't also really drive me as much. I really do like the second and third track, Fuck Around With You Niggas and Phantom Music, but none of the other tracks really moved me. He also put his most recent successful song on here, Marble Floors, and I'm not gonna lie, when he first released a snippet for this, I was thinking, oh yeah, this nigga's washed. I'm not gonna lie, he proved me wrong. The song came out and I'm actually messing with it. It's been in my rotation probably daily for me. I do think Summrs is getting a big ego boost from this. I just hope that it doesn't make his head big like the Fallen Raven popularity, and that he comes through with this album, because I'm really excited. But that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Tale of the Raven will be a top 5, top 10 project of the year? Do you think it'll be good, or do you think it will be a disappointment? I don't want to jinx anything, but I think Summrs is cooking with something here. But yeah, like in the beginning of the video, let me know what your guys' favorite projects are this year. Let me know if you have a top 5 or top 10 ready. Make sure you guys follow all my socials. Turn that post notification bell on to know when I'm posting a video. And it's your boy Goat Meal. We out.